catchers should get a lot more votes. I'm very comparable to a guy like Ted Simmons. He's not on the ballot. I mean, he's not even in the hall. And these things, we should take into consideration catchers a little bit more.
I've always thought, Jorge, some of the things that get lost for catchers are intangibles. One, just being the wear and tear of the position. I mean, the longevity for a catcher, and you were in the majors for 17 seasons, which is remarkable, is really tough for catchers, and maybe some people don't necessarily factor that in.
Yeah, and you also, that's why they're so good as managers, because I mean, your brain, gets used a lot more than of the other guys. You're in a constant way of trying to get that lineup out. You got to remember, how you pitch this guy in the first inning, how you pitch this guy in the third inning, and eventually, your brain just can't take so much. At the end of the year, win or lose, I remember just being asleep for, a big amount of, it's just because you're just disconnected. And you got to take in consideration all those intangibles, like you said, when you're behind the plate.
Jorge, I wanted to flash back to 2008. I had a conversation with you about the fact that some players in baseball use performance-enhancing drugs, and you said, why would I do that? You could lose everything. It would affect your family. It would affect everything. There are players on this ballot that do have connections and links to PEDs. There's even a player like Manny Ramirez who has failed some tests. As a guy who's on that ballot, what do you think about being alongside some of those players who have those suspicions?
You know what? It's going to hurt. The guys that didn't use are on the. It's going to hurt. The guys that stay clean. Like myself, to get hopefully votes to stay on the ballot. That's the biggest thing. I just hope that if it doesn't happen now, it happens eventually, that we are okay to talk about it, openly. It seems like, we're still being secretive about, people that use, and it just it affected the game then. It's still affecting the game, and I think the guys that were clean are getting hurt by it.
Yeah, it's clouded the issue for voters, Jorge. There's no doubt about that. Just want to move forward a little bit and talk about you and what you're doing now. Any deep connections to baseball right now? Are you looking forward to maybe getting down to spring training or being more involved with the Yankees in that respect, or are you too busy with the wife and kids?
I am being a little bit more involved here with the kids. Obviously, being away for so long, just want to be here. My son is a junior. Big summer this year is probably his last summer with us, so I want to be able to be here. I don't want to be traveling. I was asked by Joe Girardi to see if I can come to spring training. I would love to come to see if I can, be there a little bit and, and be right next to a great, to see how Gary Sanchez is developing. Obviously, we'd love to be right there and pick on his brain a little bit, but we'll see if it works out. But I am helping out with my daughter's softball team a little bit, and I just want to be next to her because she really likes the game, and hopefully we can have a little scholarship can help us out here a little bit.